The State News on OGBC. My name is Titilope Awobajo. First, the major items. Government reiterates readiness for full commercial operations at Gateway International Airport. An expert is advocating homegrown solutions to national challenges. People warned against acts capable of causing fire outbreak. The ongoing assessment of the Gateway International Agro-Cargo Airport is the last hurdle to be crossed before the airport could go on full commercial operations. The Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akinsoya, gave this hint when some aviation regulatory agencies visited the airport to ascertain the level of work. He said the assessment given had shown that the state is set to take the lead in air traffic services in the country, describing it as a good outcome of great commitment and dedication to the realization of the dream of an airport that can meet world standard. Also speaking, a consultant on regulatory matters to the governor, Engineer Oluwole Adigileka, explained that the key players in the regulation and the state, adding that it is noteworthy that they were impressed with it they met on ground at the airport. Regulatory agencies, including the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, Nigeria Airspace Management Agency, NAMA, and Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, have visited the state to access the Gateway project and were impressed by the quality of facilities put in place, judging it as world standard and one of the best in the West African corridor. There is a need for increased investment in the upgrade and maintenance of healthcare facilities across the country. This, according to the state coordinator of the civil society in malaria control, immunization, and nutrition, ACOMIN, Mrs. Olufomilayo Olatunji, is imperative to boost access to healthcare. Mrs. Olatunji, who observed that many health facilities in parts of the country, especially in rural communities, are in a state of disrepair, noted with concern that deteriorated buildings being used as hospitals and other old and sometimes non-functional facilities not only undermine quality healthcare services, but also discourage community members from seeking medical services. A state ACOMIN coordinator therefore called on government at all levels to increase budgetary allocation to the health sector to ensure improved healthcare infrastructure and access to medical services, especially malaria treatment. Public and private primary and secondary schools, as well as government science and technical colleges in the state, are to proceed on holiday for first term 2024-2025 academic session from Monday, December the 16th. A statement by the Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Professor Abayomi Arigabu, has it that schools are expected to resume for the 2024-2025 activities on Monday, January the 6th, 2025. The statement urged take adequate care of their children and wards during the holiday and prepare them for immediate resumption of as academic work will start without delay. The management and staff of the State Broadcasting Corporation (OGBC) have been commended for keeping a legacy of professionalism, integrity, and non-sensationalism of news stories over the years. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, Engineer Shakiru Dean Salam, gave the commendation in a congratulatory message on OGBC's 40th anniversary. According to Engineer Salam, the nation's model station has no doubt nurtured and produced broadcasters for the country. The Permanent Secretary, on behalf of the management and staff of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development and all its agencies, wished the station many more years of trailblazing service to the people of the state and the nation at large. You're listening to the state news on OGBC 90.5 FM. Nigerian researchers need to focus more on indigenous issues in order to provide solutions being faced by the country. A mechanical engineer, Dr. Umar, made a submission in Abeokuta. He explained that solution-based researches would help in finding answers to the nation's problems, pointing out that Nigeria needs more global technology visibility. Engineer Benjiro said this is essential to avoid technological distortion. The mechanical engineer, who noted there are many talents that can help in this regard advocated the grooming of the younger ones on technological innovations to ensure they channel their talents positively. In view of the changing weather due to Hamilton, members of the public have been cautioned against acts that would lead to a fire outbreak. The Director of Fire Service in the state, Mr. Fatai Adefala, who spoke in an interview with OGBC, attributed possible causes of fire incidents to negligence, accidents or those that occurred as a result of deliberate acts of sabotage, while calling for precautions to prevent outbreak of fire. Mr. Adefala advised people to always remove plugs from electric sockets while not in use. He also advised that a single socket should not be overloaded with electronic gadgets, as these can also lead to a spark that could cause fire outbreak. Speaking on the practice of people who buy petrol in nylon bags, the Director of Fire Service described such as an illegal act which should be criminalized. He, however, advised that in the case of fire incidents, people should either contact the Fire Service Department Director or call the toll-free lines. As Christmas and New Year celebrations are around the corner, residents of the state have been assured of improved security network before, during, and after the Yuletide. State Commander of the Southwest Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, Major General Alade Adediga, gave the assurance while speaking in Abeokuta. Major General Adediga, while promising free Christmas celebrations in the state, set efforts around to consolidate on the already existing security measures in order to achieve crime-free environment. The Amotekun boss, however, saw the need for people to complement government efforts in ensuring adequate protection of lives and property by providing necessary information to security operatives. According to him, protection of lives and property should not be left for the government alone. Therefore, a need for people to join hands with concerned authorities to ensure security. Screening for the shortlisted applicants who applied for the Nigerian Army recruits intake for trades and non-tradesmen and women is ongoing. To a statement from the Ministry of Information and Strategy, the exercise, which commenced on December 5th, will run till December 19th, 2024. It adds the venue is the State Recruitment Center 35 Artillery Brigade, Alama Barracks, Abeokuta. Now that the Hamilton is here, desist from acts capable of causing fire outbreaks. To end the state news, another look at the major items. Speaking after some aviation regulatory agencies visited the Gateway International Agro-Cargo Airport for final assessment, the Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akinsoya, reiterated government's readiness for full commercial operations at the Gateway International Agro-Cargo Airport. Our mechanical engineer, Dr. Umar Bindir, in a chat with newsmen in Abeokuta, saw the need for Nigerian researchers to focus more on indigenous issues in order to provide solutions to national challenges. He also heard that the Director of Fire Service, Mr. Fatai Adefala, has warned members of the public against acts capable of causing fire outbreak, especially now that Hamilton is here. The state news was edited by Chris Obu and broadcast from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive program and the latest news updates, visit our website at openradio.ng.